Alright, kiddos, fucking...
That White Claw.
Yep, we got White Claw and Red Bull, kiddos.
Mango.
Mr. fucking Nimbus. Look. Excuse me, sorry, I'm burping. That was a lot of carbonation. Dan Harmon and Justin Roiland, just because I go in there... That's a kitty. Sorry.
That was a kitty. He's left just as we start streaming. Of course he does.
Just because I went out of my way to steal the shtick of two of their amazing, like, top characters and then rework them to be unique, quote unquote. I mean, they did the same thing with Doc and Marty, so I don't feel bad stealing the already stolen concept. But, like, they have the gall to go ahead and steal my omnisexual, very off-putting, but kind of just jazzed up, half sea elf, just hanging around with big dick energy. Like, they got the gall to Mr. fucking Nimbus, my lucky. I'm pissed. I'm not actually pissed. If they watch this, which I doubt they do, because we don't get that many viewers. But if they watch this, holy shit. Episode 76, it's the beach episode. I'm gonna get very drunk, and we're gonna play D&D with the most amount of fan service possible in a non-threatening environment that will have no bearing on the rest of the story. It's kind of like Unearthed Arcana, but what we're gonna do is balanced and thought through. Sorry, was that... Oh, goodness, I just went along and started commenting on things. Episode 76, I'm Brad. I'll be dungeon mastering today, in theory only. I will be very drunk, just nodding and saying things happen. And over to the people thinking up the real ideas here. Top middle, we got Amy. Amy, how is ya?
Hi. I am good. I'll be honest, I stayed on video for the cats for extra fan service, and the cat has fucked off instantly. So I'm hoping they'll come back at some point. Oh crap, that'll be me. Apologies.
Nope, that was me. Somebody was accidentally playing certain Burnham of the bow variety, which can be cropped out after, because that was just a rant. I
was gonna say, well, two of us are, so I'm just gonna turn mine down, just in case. Yeah, I am Amy. I'm doing good. I'm playing Larissa, my tiefling warlock today, who has been straight chilling. I definitely remember what the last game was, because my brain is not fried. But some things happened, and we went to Minneapolis. Yeah.
Yeah, the game
we
where
went to
we
Minneapolis.
spent 2.5 hours getting to Minneapolis, and then 30 minutes
and then
running
we
out.
broke a system.
And then left.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
That was...
Yeah, that was a good game.
We shopped. That was a shopping game.
We shopped. Yeah, so Larissa has been chilling with her lizard and learning more Draconic from Surfer Dude.
Nice. Over to top right, B. How you doing?
I am alive. Hello, it is me, B. Last we saw my favorite emo boy Ezra, also in Minneapolis, trying to solve problems. Anybody who's a D&D rule stickler will hate that episode, just so you're aware. It's the last episode. We were all talking to ducks that we weren't able to talk to. Realized that 45 minutes past when I was supposed to. Oh well. But I'm here for a beach episode. Let's have some fun, y'all.
Yeah.
Happy Thursday.
It's gonna be good. Ben, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. And yourself?
You know, I'm making it. I'm doing all right. You know, yeah, it's good.
First day?
Yeah.
Nice.
Any fun stuff going on with Runger?
Runger was also involved in the Minneapolis game. He has some pointed thoughts about it.
What are those thoughts?
Missed opportunity.
Mm.
That's the short version. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. In his downtime, in one of Nick's games, he kind of was given an item, so he's working on skilling himself in the art of a longsword. So yeah, it'll be relevant as we continue playing.
For those that don't know, Hrungnir is a quiet type that is trying to slowly become a JRPG protagonist that kills God. I have no idea where his arc is going to go, and I hope you don't either, because I'm very confused and it scares me sometimes. This man can just decide to cross off deities if he chooses to, and it's a weird time. I don't know.
That's the goal.
Yeah. I just roll dice and see what happens. I don't know, man. This is scary shit.
Crashing dice is fun sometimes.
Yeah. We're doing so. The beach episode's going to be a little different today. We're going to be like just talking more candidly because it's going to be fan service. Where animators will just draw your favorite characters, but with less clothing because you want to sexualize them, so they assume. We're just going to be, hopefully, a little bit more forthcoming with who we are and what we do. Like, I make memes. That's my whole personality. Fun fact. Carl is, for example, just amazing all the time. Fun fact. Carl, could you please, give us a heads up. How's stuff going? What you up to?
Oh, doing pretty good. Just kind of relaxing tonight. Looking forward to having another lighthearted, fun kind of game.
Yeah.
Yep. Kethra is relaxing after the wonderful bridal party they had the other night.
Bridal party?
The newlyweds are the newlyweds. A wizard and Tefsley are now married, and quite happily so.
Huh.
And it was a very, very wonderful, wonderful night.
That's good to know. I'd actually seen a meme about that, like that whole Tefsley thing. He's just such a good dude. You ever see Tefsley? He's great. He's a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Tesley might be one of my favorites. Love Tesley.
That's the thing. He's just a good bean. Hey, Dave.
You know who else loves Tepsley? A wizard.
A wizard loves his spells. I love that relationship. I'm thrilled for them. This is amazing. Dave, the man who saved my ass 3D print-wise. Fun fact, Dave is a guru with 3D printing and just knows things all the time, and it is great. Dave, what's up?
Not a whole heck of a lot. Sitting here, my cat's chilling on my desk staring at me. And as far as Lurpu, he is totally excited to be heading to the beach tonight. Because that's kind of his thing, is catching gnarly waves.
Did you say you were going to run a game next week?
No, I did not say that.
Yeah.
Are you sure you didn't say that? I thought you said that.
So for the folks at home, we've been trying to get Dave to run a game for a while because, fun fact, Dave is just amazing and runs a fun fucking game. If you agree that Dave should run a game, please comment and tell Dave that you would like to see him run a game, please. Thank you.
I also definitely heard you say this, Dave.
Yeah, what day did you say it was? Next Thursday? Is that it?
No.
This is mean shit we're doing right now live.
This
I'm
is
sorry.
pressure. This is pure pressure.
Yeah, this is some like smoke a cigarette behind some bleacher shit. Sorry.
I know you easily get confused Tuesday and Thursday, Brad. It's Tuesday.
And sometime Thursday and Sundays.
I'm not gonna lie, time doesn't happen in my head. I turn on this computer at 10 a.m. and I turn it off at midnight, and that's just how the day goes. The days just blur. It's D&D.
Sometimes there's a cat on your screen though.
It's true. I love kitties. Kitties are so good.
Speaking of cats on screens, hopefully we can get Michael to set up his computer soon. Michael just moved. Big boy, bought his own house. Can't get him to play a game because he hasn't set up his computer yet.
Michael is so fun. I love how fun Michael is. He's just a great guy. JT
I miss him.
might be back as well.
Oh.
Yeah. He's doing better, I heard. He was indisposed for a little bit, potentially medically related, depending on what could not be disclosed. He's just a good boy. I want to have him back so bad. He's just fun. Hey, Charlie. How you doing?
We'll move on from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is we're here to heal what ails you.
That's why we got the beach episode.
That's why we got the beach episode. It's just good stuff. It's gratification. It's gratuitous. It's the Hulk just smashing something and yelling shirtless. And then,
Oh, don't you worry. Perry will be all oiled up and shirtless.
Like Edward Norton style, or like Mark Ruffalo?
You say Mark Ruffalo.
Say Edward Norton. I joke.
Like Terry Crews with less muscle mass.
Captain America, the first Avenger, straight out of the capsule.
Just like arms wider than his calves. Like the
Are we
proportions
talking-
don't add up.
No,
Yeah.
it's like
Dorito shape, yeah.
it's Steve Rogers, but you're wondering whether it's reporter Steve Rogers from Trailer Park Boys or Captain America.
I love Trailer Park Boys. I love that show. Derailing. This is going to happen a lot today. We're going for episode 5 level of just shenanigans.
Yes!
Trailer Park Boys is, to me, the best example of cyclical Norse mythology storytelling. With just all the characters wind up in jail at the end of the season, and they wind up getting out of jail, getting into trouble, top of the world, and back to jail. How they create an interweaving cyclical story every year and keep it new and keep it fresh and also keep it topical and reflective of the community. They have good critiques, I feel like, of the trailer trash folk. And I'm saying this, I don't want to be like people are assuming that I'm an influencer at home that lives in a large mansion. I live in a trailer. I am a trailer park boy. It is a thing. They nail it. It is amazing how much they nail it. And what's amazing is that social structures involved in Trailer Park Boys are more akin to like an actual Norse tribe. Like they don't have standard views on gender, sexuality, race. They just kind of intermingle regardless. And it's beautiful and wonderful to see just people together doing wonderful stuff. And I love it. Sorry. Dungeons and Dragons tonight. I'm just gonna go off on these. If anybody's bored or in any way uncomfortable, please let me know.
I just want to. This is going to be no help for anyone at home, but I just want to put everyone to go and see Game Room 1 because there's a cat, and it's not mine. Dave
I'm
has
bored
shown.
and uncomfortable, but it has nothing to do with you.
Dave has graciously bestowed his cat upon us,
Fun
and it is
fact.
amazing.
That is a
Dave's cat
very
has
judgmental
The
looking cat.
best.
Yeah.
She
resting
is very
bitch.
judgmental.
Just
That
a
cat is
point-
definitely questioning some decisions you've made in your life. I'm not saying it was today, but at some point in your life, you made some decisions that cat is questioning.
We need a side by side of Trevor's resting bitch face and this cat because it's the same
They're
image.
pretty similar. Yeah,
Mhm.
wow. Geez, scrolling up and looking at that, they're pretty spot on.
Fun fact, once we get a Patreon up and going, fans that watch this video might be able to see our pet pictures.
Oh, we have a
Right.
Patreon.
Whoa.
We do have a Patreon. It does exist.
What?
Yeah, if you
Guys.
want in on our Discord server, it's fucking big. We talk shit in there a lot. It is.
I
a
wake up
thing
to
you
like
can
20
join.
notifications every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad.
And we have
Say-
so many so many pet pictures.
Memes.
Brad, say that there
Bullying.
was a complex story that happened off screen with fan beloved characters like Pops. Where would I go to find those?
Oh, you'd go to the details story section where you'd find my sloppy, half-assed attempt at writing. Or if you wanted to just go in there and do what everybody likes to do and pick on Harrington, you could do that too. You could just tag Harrington in shit. You could like
Hashtag bird legs.
Yeah, you could like post a meme about like Big Bird
How short he is.
and be like, hey,
Yeah, or how
Harrington.
short he is. Yeah, for sure.
He's not a tall man. He's like 5'4". If you think he's not 5'4",
On
and
a
he tries
good
to,
day.
yeah, if he tries to tell you he's not 5'4", he's not a tall man. You can't let him tell you otherwise. Also, side note, he is actually decently tall. We just fuck with Harrington a lot. It's
Yeah,
a
I don't
thing
let
that
Harrington
happens.
tell me shit. It's
Yeah.
a rule.
It's true. You gotta give it back to him. He's just a good boy though. Like he doesn't.
That's true.
Yeah, he doesn't do bad stuff. Like he doesn't make anybody uncomfortable. Like willfully. I mean, everybody makes everybody uncomfortable.
Yeah, not
by
on
accident.
purpose.
Yeah, but he
Yeah.
never like goes out of his way to like
Yeah.
make a bad time. He's just good.
Speaking of the Patreon, one more thing. If you've ever liked our characters so much that you thought you might want to... Harrington just sent me a message that said A. Anyways, if you liked our characters so much that you thought maybe you could draw them, maybe you could do art, we have reference photos for our characters in a lot of our chats too. You can check those out.
Yeah, I've made.
We
art.
love fan art.
I've made art for Lucky. I've made art for Bork. Like
I've made art for Serp.
yeah, like we've done like some of us here have talents. It's crazy. And I say some of us, I mean most of us here have talents. It's really fucking cool to watch. It's like
Who else have I fucking drawn? I did Serp, I did
Some of us,
Amos, I
I mean-
did Shegith.
what was that?
you've
one?
done Larissa.
Yeah,
I did
the one with
Larissa.
the
Well, I haven't
Larissa,
posted that
like,
one yet.
aggressively standing with like the big steppy energy. It was like, ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
It's not done yet, but yeah, I'm doing that one.
That was like a oh
How
wow.
dare you?
Yep.
How dare you guys? I just want to pop in and say, subscribe to the Patreon, one, and how dare you?
You got to be
We
careful.
love you.
Have a good game.
Oh yeah.
If Harrington gets too
Hey,
pissed,
buddy.
he'll like drive over to where you live. He'll reach up and he'll punch you square in the
I
pelvis.
dare you to find me, Harrington. I'm across the country. Come at me.
You guys
That
have a
being
good game.
said-
Cheers.
I'm across an ocean. I am the safest here.
That being said, please like,
True.
subscribe, and comment on these YouTube videos.
Add us to playlists. Share us on Facebook.
Yeah.
Share us on
Engage
everything.
with us.
Clip us and post it on TikTok.
Do that shit. Yeah. Be like, hey TikTok, you inflate your numbers, get us thousands of views in theory. Sorry, I just.
Okay, well, don't insult a platform that might get us views,
Oh,
Brad.
I'll insult any platform. I'm on a bunch of them.
He's
Fuck
got to
'em.
be true to himself.
I am not a man that likes things. My whole brand is being a pissy bitch.
Why am I here again?
Mr. Nimbus?
A game? I don't.
Yeah.
We're doing Mr. Nimbus today. I fucking guess. So Lucky is in his tavern, shirtless, wearing a speedo, because fuck Mr. Nimbus. Actually a decent character, developed a really good backstory for Rick. Had a really interesting engagement between Rick and Mr. Nimbus that I thought was uncomfortably like Lucky and Shitteth here, and I'm just a little offended.
That probably that he's a little bit flattered too, because you all had the same idea and they're brilliant.
I know. It's like writing a fan fiction and seeing it come true. It's like, oh my god. So Lucky is standing there shirtless. He has. You'll note. Most of you have not seen him lacking clothing. He is decently chiseled. He's got like that 4-pack. It's not quite enough to like have the chiseled like the line towards the bottom area. But he's decently toned. He's an in-shape guy. He's wearing a jet black Speedo. It is not leaving much, if anything, to mystery. He is also wearing jet black sandals. His hair is slicked back. He is wearing aviators. And if you look very closely, you'll note that they say "fuck off" right along the top line of the aviators, almost as though he doesn't want you to really be perceiving him. His hair is...
You don't wear a Speedo then. I'm looking. Duh.
Yeah, if you're looking at the Speedo, that's the desired area. It's when you make eye contact that it's like, there's an issue. He's just upset with it. He's got a large bottle of vodka and lemonade, as well as a beach towel. Back in these days, it's just a rag. Like medieval times, they don't really have towels. It's not, you don't have like Vince Offer hawking ShamWows into windows in the Spanish version of the ShamWow commercial, which you should watch. Sorry, I'm buzzed already. The references are just going to keep coming. Lucky, you'll note, is actually looking pretty adventurous today. He's looking around to you all. He reaches inside of his large towel, takes out what looks to be the arm of a teddy bear. He rubs it on his face and rubs it on his forehead. It's basically sunscreen. It's really good for you. Just don't try and borrow it from me because I'm not sharing. You fucks, you look like you want to go on a fucking beach episode. Do you want to maybe come with me to the beach to go do a thing? I heard there's going to be a barbecue there and a lot of people wearing less than the normal amount of clothes, and I'm kind of here for it. Do you want to come with?
You got me at
Larissa's
less than the
gonna-
regular amount of clothes, man. Like, I'm in.
Larissa's going to snap her fingers and cast Disguise Self, and is just going to be in a bikini. Just ready to go.
Oh, wonderful.
Also, if you want to make fan art of that, feel free to.
Wonderful bikini. Sorry, so we'll just be skedaddling on out here. And Harangi, if you're planning on sticking any armies of untold, less than living but not quite dead figures at us, I'm not thrilled with it, but I understand.
Not today, Lucky. Not today.
Oh, wonderful. And just a side note, how is Big Daddy B doing?
Seems to be all right. Less than pleased with some things that have happened over the past week, but
Like what?
the installation in Minneapolis that happened on accident. Installation of a new ruler, that is.
I'm sorry.
We toppled a government.
You
What?
You shut Perry off while he was trying to tell it. You were getting fellatio or something, and that ended the conversation. Perry was trying to tell you, but
Perry just shrugs.
Perry,
I tried to warn you. You didn't want to listen.
none of this is on you, and I appreciate your being on it. I respect you greatly.
You know,
Would you care for
surprisingly,
some scotch? He now has a flask of endless, like, good quality scotch that he got from Shitteth.
I'm gonna pass on that for now, but thank you.
I know this is hard to believe, but it wasn't actually mostly my fault this time.
Now,
I tried to keep Drogon talking. Tried to make him the leader. I even bribed Ezra to not talk so that Drogon
Well-
could talk.
Well, kind of. You more bribed a whole country to not killing us through me, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I was going to do it one way or the other. Whether I gave them to you and let you take credit for it was the other part of the equation, but that's just conflict.
We
It's
freed the
semantics.
slaves.
Yeah, there was a duck, there was a bomb, and actually, I blame Prungir.
I'm
So-
with you.
Okay.
Yeah, flashback to
So-
me chanting
Because-
"do it" like 12 times.
Yes,
Let's
because-
go back to the starting at the. I'm assuming that you started at the tavern. So let's go back to that. Start at the tavern, then go all the way through, and then back to the beginning.
No, Perry can explain it.
Or
It
we grab
basically
margaritas and just go to the beach.
Yeah, I'm feeling the beach, honestly.
Sure.
Sir becoming a god king of a new land without magic where he's the only person that can cast spells. Fun fact, scary shit to me because he's a vindictive son of a bitch who will break all of your family photos and then steal some of them to keep because he's just like that.
Sounds like a beach day to me.
I'm not
Sounds
gonna
like a
lie. It was really awkward. It was like my parents fighting and left, and Dad went and got a new apartment, and
Seems oddly specific, hun.
it's just
had to visit and
What it
schedule
feels
separately.
like.
And then it feels
Dad's mad at me
Dinner was red
for
yet?
staying with Mom.
like visiting a friend that's not quite your friend. Let's
They got
go to the
benefits?
beach.
Did I hear somebody say the beach?
Yes, the beach.
Repeatedly.
Life tip: drown your
Lurpoo.
depression in margaritas like Lucky.
Don't be
I heard
like
you can
Lucky.
really. I heard you could really tear it up out there.
Who's that?
You.
You, buddy.
Oh, I'm gonna surf like a madman if we're going to the beach.
I'd love to
So
pretend
excited
you'll
we're
be
finally gonna see him surf.
I'd love to pretend you'll be the best surfer there, but I'm not gonna lie. Ruggy has invited a lot of people.
You're
Is our
letting
favorite
Ruggy
spider
go?
gonna be there?
Spider.
Jerry.
I've heard tell of a strange vehicle that can be motorized, and you can use a ramp to jump over certain finned aquatic life.
You mean a fucking Harley?
I mean, jumping the fucking shark.
Oh, jumping the shark? No, that'd be having the dome go down and then having Shitteth open up emotionally and having me be a complete person. No, we're not doing that shit.
That sounds scarier than any episode I've ever been in. Just saying.
Yeah, everyone here would undergo amnesia, time travel, evil twins, and then some 3 times over. They'd all feel like Ruggy Duck Dougie by the end of this son of a bitch before we jump to that fucking shark. We're going to the
Plenty of
fucking beach.
resurrections too.
Huh?
Plenty of resurrections too.
I mean, we're kind of already there. I'm not sure exactly what what's her name? I forget. Old lady with the orphanage. We don't talk much. I don't know much. about
Yargala?
her. Yes, Yargala. She's the one that keeps resurrecting people, and I'm not for it because it's both the cheap narrative device and it also incentivizes terrible decision making. It's just bad.
Although occasionally you use it to reward people that didn't make terrible decisions but got caught in situational.
If
Yeah.
you're trying to
Okay.
portray me as in any way merciful, I will reject it and spit on you. Let's leave. He'll make his way
Let's get
outside.
drunk.
At which point you'll see.
Did you say you'd spit on me?
I did.
Sorry, distracted. Okay.
You'll see. There is a Harley waiting, currently being driven by Wojtek. Wojtek, you'll note, is wearing sunglasses along with. They look quite a lot like Lucky's. Lucky looks thrilled for a few moments before Wojtek just gives him the finger and drives off. That was a big letdown. That was mean of him to do. He teased me. He knows. He knows I want to know what it tastes like. All right, let's just.
Whoa!
Let's just travel there with a portal. Does anyone here have access to a portal?
Shitteth is right there.
It is right there. Let's go over and bother him. This is not an
I'm always good
interaction.
for that.
Yeah. Lucky does not go over to bother Shitteth much.
Usually he just portals him over while he's in the middle of taking a shit.
Lucky is normally in one of 2 places. He doesn't have to go anywhere else.
He'll walk up to Shitteth's house and knock.
Oh. Can we pause for a minute?
Yeah, we can.
Larissa's going to run down to the Denizens and grab Trixie and run back up. Trixie's coming with us.
Trixie, you'll note, is not there.
Probably already at the beach, hon.
Wait, you're being nice to me? This is.
She's probably already at the beach. Let's go see your girlfriend in a bikini.
Yes,
Wait, you're
please.
being nice to me, Amy says. I'm sorry. If that's a precedent
Brad,
I've
you're
set, I'm
giving
sorry.
us what we want? What the fuck is this?
It's a beach episode.
It's a beach episode. Oh my
so
god!
happy already.
It's like, yeah, it's
Lucky's gonna spit on me.
like, it's the closest
Wojtek's
thing.
wearing sunglasses.
It's as
I
close
just-
as we can
I'm
get
getting-
to like.
I grab like Ezra's hand and start like skipping down to where shit
I
is.
also skip.
It's a big day.
Fan service.
Knock, knock, knock. Oh, fucking finally! Oh my god! Hey! You'll hear a door creak open. Hello! Want to come get drunk on the beach? Yeah. Yeah. We need a ride there. By that I mean a portal. Fuck yeah, I can do that. Yeah, just give me like 2 seconds. Shidith, you'll note, is wearing pajamas and looks very tired. He has deep circles under his eyes. He looks very dehydrated. He's kind of already been drinking for a while, and you think might have just woken up after a bender. Couple of moments.
Can I do my thing where I smack his shoulder and give him 4 hit points just to boost him up a little bit?
You reach out to his shoulder, at which point you'll note his hand moves fast.
Alright. I mean, I was just offering to help, but that's fine.
Like, faster than you were expecting.
Never mind, I guess you're fine, bud.
He
Alright.
grabs on, we're not... Fucking... No, don't touch me. That
You don't want to feel better?
Human contact, fun fact, the worst kind.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I hate that I have to do this too. Do you want to feel better? It's a beach episode.
I'll be right back. The door closes. It reopens again about 2 seconds later. He is dressed in full Shidith garb. You're looking at the pointy hat, some swim trunks. That's it. He's just kind of hairy all over the place. Yeah, there's no way to describe that other than that he's just an old man who's very hairy and very old. And we're moving. He will throw down a portal onto the ground. It looks to be geometric and round at the same time. Kind of like some strange shit you'd expect from a Marvel TV show that's just grasping at straws after Thanos. You successfully...
So I'm not the only one? Okay, cool.
Yeah, no,
I love the series, but like, come on, man.
Yeah, they're just end credit scenes that were drawn out way too long and delivered with poor quality.
It was like, I have this idea for a movie, but it's not good enough, and they're like, you're right.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who's actually enjoying it?
I'm sorry if you are.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't been impressed by either of the full TV shows they've released. No offense. I mean, kind of offense.
In their defense, I don't feel like they were impressed with it either.
They will cancel us. Move on.
I mean,
Disney doesn't own us.
No, we're providing commentary on a product. Yeah, that's legally protected here. We're able to do that. There are tons of review channels. We can just talk shit about anybody, so long as we're not copying exactly what they're doing.
Or lying.
Yeah. I mean, even then,
as long as none of us have bird legs, we can talk shit about Harrington.
Yeah, like if you become a political pundit and like slick your hair to the side and play the violin too much and talk in a high up voice, you can lie about anything. Like, let's say for the sake of argument, let's propose a theoretical scenario in which I were to become a pundit that was very Sorry, it's a Ben Shapiro joke. Fuck Ben Shapiro. So travel happens.
Fuck Ben Shapiro. Yeah.
Moral of the story is through the same port key. You'll note that there's also still a ship. This time you'll see there's a Rucky Dug Duggy tricorn cap eye patch. He's got a lizard man who is big as shit on a deck. Who appears to just be looking at him and nodding. Yeah, so I was trying to get them back here for another week, and they just wouldn't show the fuck up. I need Fittith dead. I need him tracked down and dead. He escaped from hell. He's got a phylactery I need destroyed. Did you know he's a lich? Eli, how would you respond to that?
Eli?
Yeah. Not Eli.
He'll kind of like just be like...
Ixt. Sorry.
Yes. Oh, Ixt.
Dumb brain here.
Yeah, no shit, yeah, I kind of figured he's a lich. Kind of real easy to figure out.
I was going to give everybody 5,000 gold, but I guess I can give you the full 30,000 if you want to take care of it yourself.
Okay, I can do that.
All right, well, oh, look at that. There's some fucking adventurers hanging out. Above the table, what level is Ixt?
15.
You want to go hang out with them?
No.
All right. At which point you'll all successfully arrive on the beach. The whole party arrives there. It's a whole time. There's someone on a mission to kill Fittith. It's just comforting to know that other universes have it out for him. You'll all successfully arrive, at which point you'll see Rucky Dug Duggy has a large apron bearing the slogan Hot Dog Daddy on it. It's as painful as you imagine. The font is just rough. It's like one of those boomer memes that just has too many blatantly ripped comics that don't credit the artist. And then like some of them just blatantly laughing about how terrible they are with their marriages. It's a lot.
It's totally like Comic Sans as well, isn't it?
Yeah, with a little like
Yeah.
little Sanskrit involved as well. Like fucking yeah. Hey, you guys want the red hot dogs from the place that uses the food coloring instead of culture? Or do you want the regular hot dogs, the kosher? There's a lot going on the beach.
Yep.
You want to see what's going on the beach?
Sure.
Yeah.
There's a tent. A lot of voices coming from the tent. Don't appear to be saying anything. A lot of movement in the tent. Picture like the Burning Man tent. Yeah.
I don't know what that is. Is it like The Sims when you when you get in bed with your husband?
It's like
Is that like the Wicker Man?
it's like in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas when CJ says yes to one of the very few questions he receives in the game, and then pays money.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. Harungir, below your feet, you feel just a little bit of sand climbing up your leg as a small six-legged thing is just kind of scampering up you. It's like a little oblong, like, tube with legs. It's kind of crawling up you, seems to be made out of sand.
And I have no idea. I have no idea what this is.
Not off the cuff. You want to make an Arcana check?
Sure. I'll roll a dice. That's 16 on the 17.
Yeah, 17 will show that this is a sandworm. In this reality, sandworms also have minor telekinetic abilities. They can just kind of warp their areas around them, and they make little sand bits. It's really useful for digging holes around them so that they can travel through space, because regular sandworms just kind of push against shit and hope for the best. These ones are a little bit more careful with it. They've been able to make ipso facto limbs as a result of that. This one's just kind of hanging around you. Seems to be like a crab just hanging around.
What do they eat?
Really anything they're fed. You'll note most specifically, the bloodier the better.
Ruggy, give me one of those hot dogs.
Oh, I thought you were gonna suggest my finger. That was scary for a moment. Then I remembered I'm a Warforged, and that is probably the only reason why you're asking for a hot dog. All right, and we're moving. He will grab a hot dog and throw it over to you. Yeah. Looks to be about the same size as this small thing.
I would, being as it's beach day, benevolence day, I will see if this creature will feed.
Its 6 limbs recede into its body, at which point it falls for just a moment before all 6 scramble out and grab onto the hot dog. It will pull the hot dog with it and try and burrow into the ground.
It will do so.
Alrighty. As it does so, it leaves.
Might want to watch out for those if you fall asleep on the beach.
Off in
Or
the
pass out, as it were.
Fair. Oh, watch out for those. You mean the hot dogs? Yeah, boy, do I hate finding a hot dog with my foot. Really squishy, especially when they got the mustard on them.
Right.
Certainly. So, what's in the tent?
What's in the tent? I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of people for a 4-person tent. I'm kind of trying to figure out what's in the tent as well. I think they're trying to start a yoga class, and I don't have the heart to tell them they're not doing it right.
The hot yoga?
fucking love yoga. I want to go check out the tent.
I think
Larissa walks into the tent too.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Trixie.
Trixie is on the top of this pile of people. They're just kind of going at it.
God, you guys should really install an air conditioner next time.
An air genasi gives you the finger and tells you it's their day off.
Oh, I forgot this isn't my Air Genasi character. Damn. I love that.
Trixie invites the both of you in, at which point I would assume that less than community-friendly actions would engage, which we won't describe because I don't know how far YouTube gets into descriptions of that.
You'd be surprised, but we'll not push it.
Let's just say that I think it's safe to say Larissa and Ezra are having a very good time.
Yeah, you feel very dehydrated by the end, and very.
At least I'm not sunburned.
For just for Ezra, Larissa's just gonna, for a brief moment, like disappear from view and just disguise self as Serp in very like no clothes and just walk over to Ezra and
You
just let
can't-
that.
You can't do this to me. You can't. This
Just
isn't
let that
fair.
happen for a little minute.
So that
I will leave
happens.
the tent. I will leave the tent.
No, I'm sorry. It was a joke. It was a joke, and I stop.
Ezra, leaving the tent, you'll note Lurpu is looking over towards some gnarly-looking waves. Lurpu, you can see that there is a couple of folks of interest, one of which is a man with some graying hair and looks like he's about to sell some insurance because he's seen a thing or two. He's yelling off in the distance, trying to get some sort of scoop on a man on a surfboard, or should I say, two surfboards.
Yes!
Spider-Man! He's a man! He's a spider! He's a menace! I want him back here, and I want a story on him! You there, you! He's pointing over to you, Lurpu. Can you go out there and interview him?
Oh, yeah, I could do that for you.
I need everything written down in exact detail. This paper's waterproof, so whatever you write on it will be fine by the time you get back here. Just surf like your life depends on it.
Oh, I'm not the best writer, but I'll do what I can, bro.
Nobody at Newsprint is. Everybody at Newsprint sucks. All you gotta do is say what happened. It's up to the people
Wait
in
a
the back
second.
end to jazz it up.
Isn't Lurpu illiterate?
Yes. Yeah, I can do that.
Wonderful. He will give you a firm smack on the rump, akin to... This is not a... I want to clarify this. This is not a person who is objectifying you brazenly in a boys will be boys type of manner. This is more of a football smack on the rump as he jogs off to go play volleyball. This was not with regards to objectification. Would you so wish to surf?
Oh, yeah. He pulls his surfboard out of his bag of holding and just starts running into the water.
Skip, 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 and whoosh. As your body is on the surfboard, you are kicking behind you. It is a wonderful time. You hear a Chabra off in the distance, at which point
What's up, Jerry? And I'm waving to him out in the distance.
catching the gnarliest waves, bruh. You'll see a beacon of light is shining down on this most glorious of surfing events. He is hanging 8. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna kick out to him and get up on my board when I get out there and yell to him and be like, Jerry, the square old man back there is asking questions about you.
What's he asking about, bruh?
He wants me to write a story about you.
Oh, dude, tell him about the time I went to go grab a bag of weed and accidentally picked up a bag of oregano, man.
Oh, I bet he'd love that story.
Yeah, bruh. I went over to this dealer's house, man. I said I wanted a bag of weed, and he's like, oh, it's in the kitchen. I go into the cabinets, and I find the oregano, and I'm like, thanks, man. He's like, no, dude, that's the oregano. Why'd you go in my cabinet? I was like, I don't know, man. he finds out, dude, I was high as shit walking in there. He's like, oh, bro, that's totally fine, dude. He gets me all set up with the right weed, man, and I skedaddle on out of there.
So Lurpu is drawing a stick figure drawing of Jerry surfing.
That is exactly what I expected, and I am so happy with you right now, Dave. I am so pleased.
Give me a performance check, please. For those at home, Lurpu's just a great surfer. He spends all of his time surfing, so there's not going to be checks to do this. He's just amazing at it.
17.
17 will see that you are successfully able to not only surf, but also recount this story in the medium which tells 1,000 words. Your stick figures are impeccable.
So Jerry, how you been, man?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Ever since the Myconids died, everything got a little weird, man.
The Myconids died?
Yeah, dude, somebody killed him.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, bro, but heard that they all went over to, like, check on a new group of adventurers, man, and yeah, they died, bro.
That's totally bogus.
Yeah, we were trying to figure out what to do with their after effects, because all their wills, dude, were, like, circular referencing, man. They were like, yeah, give it to this person, and this person was like, yeah, give it to that person, and it was like, at that point, bro, it was all their stuff, and they wanted to give it to each other, but, like, none of them were around, bro. We had to, like, really figure out if we were grave robbing or adventuring to find tomb stuff, bro.
Whoa. That's
Yeah.
like deep stuff, man.
It was really tough to grip with. I would have loved to have you there, bro.
I wish we'd been there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you still got the wave pool in the cave, bro?
I mean, kinda. I'm not gonna lie, bro. We tried renting out the cavern space, and the new tenant, not chill, dude.
Who's the new tenant?
Some dude that, like, always talks in, like, really exasperated mannerisms, bro. Really big into Slim Jims.
Oh, no. Is his name? Oh, what's that dude's name? I've heard of him, and I met him once. It's
Fucking
like,
Bonesaw.
Yeah, that dude's crazy.
It's like, you ever just feel like you're stuck in a bunch of references from Sam Raimi's early 2001 Spider-Man?
All the time, bro.
Yeah. At that, Catherine, what are you up to?
Kethra is eyeing the beach skeptically. She is not a fan of water. Bad things live in the water. So she's kind of like looking around, watching, like, as Lurpu's surfing, like looking to see, like, the sharks in the water and the things that the sharks are scared of.
There are no sharks in the water.
Told you, they've already been eaten.
This is also a shallow shore. Give me a nature check, please.
Uh, 7.
They know
Told ya.
better than to come this close to shallow water.
Skeptical. Don't like them.
There's always another shoe.
Yep. Well, she is enjoying the relaxing sun, just kind of chilling out. But she's like, no. Water's no. I got feet, not fins.
From a shore nearby, a single petal from a cherry tree makes its way over to you. For just a slight moment, you think of Pops. You know he's dead.
Oh yeah.
You wonder how he went.
Might get a chance to find out and ask him.
Maybe. It's kind of watching.
How did Pops die again?
Oh, I don't know. Somebody would
Okay.
probably have to become a patron and then check out the detailed stories section of things to figure out how he went.
Ah. Oh darn, if only I was a patron. Maybe I should become one.
Gosh, diddly darn it. Above the table, for folks that haven't checked it, it's in detailed stories. We all have access because we're cool,
All right,
and we're
cool.
streamers, and we're just people that play D&D on a recorded call.
Yeah.
It's cool. We just have fun. Hey, Perry.
Hi.
Lucky has set up a lawn chair. Not a beach chair, just a lawn chair. He has set his vodka down. He's got his glasses on. He is sitting relaxed for a few moments. You'll note he breathes in, breathes out. Fucking tranquility. How you doing?
I'm pretty confused.
Try both. Try different age groups. You want to make sure you're going old, young, old, young. You don't want to get... You tried chocolate ice cream once. You're like, oh, I don't like chocolate ice cream. You got to make sure you try a couple of different brands before you write it off.
Not about that, but I'll keep that in mind.
Sorry. I found that funny as shit.
No,
As
I'm
did I.
laughing.
As
I'm
did I.
laughing.
What are you confused about?
Just everything. You and Sir, and you and Red. I don't know. It's cool.
When you get old enough and there's a small amount of people that aged in the same way that I did. We were cursed with this forever. Eventually, you find comfort in being around people like you, and then eventually circumstances make that not doable, and then eventually you no longer find comfort in the presence of those people.
Perry kind of nods. He finds the whole relationship thing really confusing. The only person that he's ever really known with real love was Elaine, who's now gone. His parents were obviously an arranged marriage and relatively estranged from each other, but still put on airs of nobility. So the whole concept of love has been just confusing as shit for him.
I'd love to pretend I have answers.
I think these are ones I need to find on my own, and he'll just sit down and keep drinking.
You've done a good job with getting information. I'm not gonna lie, I started that with busy work. I didn't know what the fuck to have you do, because I didn't have anything of pertinence on my docket. And you went around snooping, and holy shit, did you snoop?
You gave me a task to do, and I respect you enough to actually do it.
You did it well, and I appreciate that you did it, and I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, Lucky. And you're better at this god thing than you give yourself credit for.
I'm not. I hate it. It's terrible. It should not be a thing.
Honestly, you look happier than you've been in a while for the most part. You have more energy. You look like you have purpose.
I do. I do look happier. And I do look like I have energy. I do look like I have purpose. See, the thing about godhood is that time speeds up. It's the most alienating thing of godhood. Mortals are bound by the hours in the day. Those cursed to forever life are cursed to live for all of those days. And those cursed to godhood, well, all minutes and all seconds are endless. It's like trying to find the total number of decimals available between 0 and 1. It's not finite. It's just it. It just is. It happens, and you exist in it, and you have to. And it's terrible.
Well, give me enough time, and maybe I'll get there with you.
I respect you too much to wish that on you.
Perry just sits there.
There's a fun thing that I want to tell you about.
He'll look up. Okay.
Gods have a way of seeing magic. Like, you know how you see the light of magic? How it glows a little bit? Gods get
Yes, like when I do detect magic.
Exactly. Gods get to see that all the time in a more unadulterated sense. It's kind of like just watching air pass or watching grass grow. You just see the fabric of reality shaping around the spell. What I mean to say here is you're getting closer and closer to tangling with beings that I cannot protect any of you from. And the threats are going to be things that I cannot preemptively plan around. I can't pull you out of scenarios anymore. I can't show up and save the day. They're going to be bigger and more powerful than I am.
Well, there's a few things I have to say to that. Number one is, despite all the crap that you give us, I know that you trust us for some reason to handle ourselves. The second would be that we're working on increasing your followership. You're going to get more powerful.
Fuck you for that.
Hey, one joke for another.
One joke for another. What are you up to, Ezra?
I'm glad you asked, because while I was away, I was thinking, and I was scared by Larissa, because I didn't know it was Larissa, right? So I turn around, and I see a 99% naked Serp, right?
Yeah.
Full gay panic, run out of the tent, because I'm like, no. And because it's everything I've ever wanted, and I said no, and I ran, right?
Yeah, because you're
So-
out, but are you?
I'm certainly scared. So I pitch up a beach umbrella, right? And I find a whole bunch of little rocks and leaves and sticks, and I'm doodling in the sand, and I'm thinking like, wow, what the fuck? And then I make this little pentagram out of little rocks and sticks and leaves, and I think it's really cute. And then I reach into my pocket and I take a cookie out, and I'm like, fuck it. And I throw one in the ocean, and I put one right in the center of the pentagram.
In the pentagram, you'll see engraved in the sand says, "Stop being such a fucking little."
I'm gonna try to write "Can't help it, gay panic." then I'll just fucking kick the pentagram, I guess.
Response will be quack. Pentagram disappears.
Yeah. And then I'll just stare at the waves for a bit, people watching.
Larissa, what are you up to?
I think I'll be. Sorry. What am I up to? That is a very good question. Let's say that all the NSFW stuff's gone and happened and done.
Yeah, you smell like shame and pleasure.
Yeah, it's become a very common thing for Larissa, I think.
The Estee Lauder makes that.
You got a specific perfume for it.
I guess she's just gonna kind of be like have Trixie like cuddled into her chest and just like playing with her back and stuff, and I don't know, just trying to be a bit more not just like a customer anymore. But she's not sure how to do this.
Trixie's leaning onto your chest, thinking aloud, wondering, Mary, she's kind of my boss at work, and she seems kind of worried.
About what?
Can I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she is who she says she is. She's got some big friends, and I'm worried about it because I think it's gonna get bad.
Like bad for you or bad for everyone?
Like bad for everyone, and I kind of don't know how to stop it, and I kind of don't know. I don't know enough about it to know whether it should be stopped or how. It's kind of.
You want me to come check it out?
No, I kind of don't want you involved. Is that selfish?
No, I mean it's sweet that you're looking out for me.
Thanks. I just
Let me talk to some friends and I'll see if I can help figure it out without being involved.
all right.
Just you be careful too.
Mm-hmm. She's gonna nod off on your chest. She's just sleeping.
I guess I'm stuck here for a bit.
Yep.
I'll just doze off too.
Runger,
Kill those sandworms.
what are you up to?
We're in a
Runger?
tent. It's fine.
Ben,
What's that? Sorry.
what you up to?
Frunger would be just kind of hanging out on the beach, probably watching the surfers, being a Goliath, and mostly their entire racial superstructure is all about what's the right term?
Physical supremacy.
Survival of the fittest. Just kind of watching the physical attributes of all of the people on the beach and being very, very judgy in his head.
You'll note, most specifically, there is one being here that is physically above all else. This is a being that is able to move nearly any object, do any task, and wield the commanding obedience of any being nearby. This is the half-orc who is arriving with good berries in hand. He is asking everyone very politely to not pay attention to him on his day off. He's getting some tea going. He is nodding to people, giving them handshakes. They're asking him about what it's like to be mayor. He seems to be very confused. He's talking about being an intern for Broken Claw. You think he might not actually understand that he's in charge. He sits down next to you, plopping a very large boulder down. Bork forgot to ask. You want one too?
Good berry or rock?
Yes.
I would have a good berry.
He'll hand you a good
Wash
berry.
these strange hot dogs down that Ruggy's trying to feed everybody.
Yeah, Bork insisted that they be vegetarian. Ruggy insisted that they be kosher. Bork's not really sure how both happened. It's kind of a strange thing. This is technically Broken Claw territory, so we're just hanging out here. It's been like made sure to be okay with the zoning department. They were not super thrilled to have the Parks and Recreational area in charge of overseeing this. So Bork kind of just told both of them to not pay attention to it and leave everybody alone. And then they said no, and then Bork said yes, and now they're not here. They're okay. They're okay. They're just taking a day off. Paid leave.
Fair enough.
Yeah. What you doing?
Spending a day not pushing forward with plans of, trying to run things. You know how that is.
Nah. Bork never runs anything. Bork's just kind of the guy that does stuff. Kind of the gopher. People are like, hey, Bork, sign this, and Bork signs it. And people are like, hey, Bork, look at this, and Bork looks at it. It's kind of bitch work.
Well, Lucky's over there if you need to talk to him, because isn't he the one who put you in charge?
Well, kinda, but it's Broken Claw that's keeping Bork in where Bork's at.
Who in Broken Claw is making you do bitch work?
Everybody. Bork somehow wound up being their worst intern. Bork doesn't know how. Everybody just throws paperwork at Bork. And Bork doesn't want to do it, but they don't want to do it, so Bork does it.
I think they think you're in charge. I don't mean to, put a bunch of stuff on your shoulders, but I think they think you're in charge.
They would know better than that. Bork can't be in charge of places. Bork blows them up.
Oh, speaking of which, we need to talk about throwing a moon at a planetoid or something next week sometime.
How big?
It's intentional, so
Yeah,
it's just a moon.
Okay. How big?
I don't one of the moons. I don't know how big it is.
Oh, okay. Do you need it blown? Do you need the planet leveled, or you need the moon leveled?
No, we're gonna use the moon to smack something next to Mars.
Bork feels like Bork could just take the thing next to Mars and crash it into Mars.
But I think some of us from here need to go there too to make sure that the ground operation goes smoothly.
That makes sense to Bork.
But we'll talk about that. Enjoy the day.
That's what Bork's doing. He's pressing to just talk with you. You like flowers?
I do like flowers.
Small talk. This is the most hilarious small talk to me. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
What kind?
I enjoy flowers of all kinds in general. I believe nature has some the intrinsicness of it, the how things grow, the seasons, the cycles. There's purpose, there's meaning behind that. They get up, they do their job every day.
Yeah. Bork always
self-perpetuate.
Bork always knew plants to be more passive.
Right. But
things
but
just kind of transition through them and they stay the same.
well, they have a life cycle though, and they're here and they recognize why they're here. They're here to create more of themselves. It's very orderly. Like that's how I try and look at things. When things are not running smoothly or not running as they should be given a path, a direction.
But what if that thing is not capable of comprehending even the idea of the direction? Because
that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it. It's even if they were conscious, that portion of them would be on the subconscious level. That's nature. Nature wants to progress to make sure that it survives.
Bork thinks that preservation and continuity act to justify the perpetuation of things that may not be good. And Bork thinks that boiling those things down to innate drives kind of absolves sentient beings of their responsibility for their actions.
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Sorry, I'm trying not to laugh. This is funny as shit to me.
But as we were discussing, plants, flowers, there's an order to how they keep moving on. Regardless of what's happening around them, they try their best.
Yeah. Bork just kind of wish people did.
Absolutely. There's that saying, keep on keeping on. It's not a good saying.
No. It's a good saying if you like where you're at. Most things don't. Bork kind of doesn't understand why. Bork only knows things that want to be happy. Bork just wants to be content.
Are you currently?
Bork's always content.
That's a good space to be in then.
Yeah. Bork's just a little worried lately. There's something that's been nagging on Bork's mind for a while, but... You know about good berries?
Do I know about them?
Yeah, they're like the opposite of dingleberries.
Yes,
Okay.
I suppose they
Alright.
are. I suppose they are.
Oh, you dumbass.
Bork heard that there was a goodberry tree getting grown here a while ago, but now it's gone. Bork doesn't know where it went.
Goodberry tree at the beach here in Broken Claw?
No, just in this world.
I was unaware that they were actually trees. I thought they were conjured items.
Well, they're conjured from somewhere.
So not necessarily a transmutation.
No. They're just brought from the tree.
Interesting.
Every once in a while, instead of just the berries. And the berries are fertilizer for the tree. They're kind of like how trees usually drop leaves that decompose and then make the soil more nutrient rich because the mycelium in the soil feeds off the leaves, and then the leaves get processed into nutrients by the mycelium, and then the mycelium communicates, addresses what diseases might be overtaken in the leaves, establishes antibodies, and puts those into the tree itself so that the tree won't come down with diseases next year.
Interesting.
Well,
Once again, the cycle of life.
yeah. Well, every once in a while, good berry trees, instead of berries, instead of leaves, they make berries because they don't photosynthesize. They just kind of nutrient. Every once in a while, they make a big ass acorn.
Oh no.
To create a new goodberry tree.
Yeah. But
Oh.
there's one that's kind of missing, and Bork can't find it, and Bork's kind of scared.
Are there only supposed to be one goodberry tree at a time?
Yeah, and if somebody can make another one, let's just say it's basically infinite hit points, because each good berry is one. Yeah,
We should probably try and find that tree then, huh?
it's basically hit points that grow on trees. Yeah, Bork thinks it's a good idea.
Is this how we're getting back around to it? Is this my fuck up from episode 1, Brad? Oh my god.
I forgot all about that. I don't know what you're referencing.
Yeah, what episode is this? 70 something?
75.
Oh.
For those of you at home who are curious, we've got a long back catalog of episodes. Might want to go back, check out episode 1.
Yeah,
We're only halfway through the year. Expect 75 more.
if you're over here like, we're 76 episodes in, why would I need to remember all 76 episodes? I don't remember all of them. Don't expect good continuity, because there is none. We're just trying our best.
True.
At that, let's do a 15-minute break. Meet back here in
Yes,
15
please.
minutes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, how'd you do the flip, man? Never been able to do those. He says this to you.
Oh. It's a lizard thing, bro.
Dude,
It's the tail.
I try to make it happen and I can't keep both boards straight. You're like a surfing god, bruh.
Oh, I do what I can.
Bruh, you can do anything. Like... Oh, do you see that,
I can't
bruh?
write. What's that?
You see the little dot there, bruh?
Yeah.
What is that?
What is he pointing to?
Little dot on the horizon. On the water.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Bruh, it looks like a ship. It's getting closer. Might be one.
The lesbian dwarves? Whoa!
It's the lesbian dwarves.
Yes! Throwback!
Oh boy.
Fan service the episode. Off in the distance, you hear bagpipes ringing over the shore. For those that don't know, bagpipes have a extreme distance. They will ride over hills, they will ride along pastures, they will carry their sound far and wide. You can hear them miles away. They're used...
They're glorious.
Yeah. They're also great at drowning out gunfire, or firearms going off. So when you get a group of people playing them, they act as a auditory smoke. Commonplace for a lot of the seafarers of the Scottish descent to use those as a form of early signal before the foghorn would be developed. It was actually an advent of the pirate age. Pretty cool time. I say advent of the pirate age, I believe it's actually sooner. It was before then. It was the post-Roman. It wasn't the caravels. I'm just spiraling into this topic. Never mind. You hear the sound of Dragon Force so far away. This is, for those that don't know, the Guitar Hero 3 unlockable song, the one that's hard as shit. Dragon Force, the band that is and only is Studio Magic. This is just echoing on the waves towards you all. Out of nowhere, a small dwarven child is now appearing. He is very small, very frail. I say frail, he's built like a dwarf. He's solid, but not strong by any means. He's pushing a looks to be shabbily crafted rowboat out towards this sound. What would you all like to do?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Just kind of watching. Because Ezra doesn't know about the lesbian dwarves, actually.
Alrighty. The ship is
Has
making its...
the sound... Sorry, has the sound woken up those in the tent?
Yes, they're now resuming their prior endeavors.
Okay, Sarissa's going to exit the tent and try and figure out what this noise is.
You successfully exit. You take a look over. This is the boat full of people that you'd hoped to meet. They get drunk a lot on grannies and fuck.
My people.
Yo ho ho. What would you like to do?
I guess I'm going to be part of the welcome wagon for them. I'm going to go over to the... Is the dwarven child with the rowboat still reachable, or are they, like, gone?
He's still reachable. He is paddling his best. He's made it about 10 feet.
I'm gonna go and like introduce myself and help. Hey, do you want some help getting out there?
Lucky is going to massage the bridge of his nose and then walk over to follow you. He's going to dive into the water. He doesn't come up for air. And he's going to start pushing the boat.
I will, I guess, also paddle, like if there's oars and stuff.
No, I gotta do this on my own. I gotta be one of them. I want to be just like them when I grow up. I want to be one of the lesbian dwarves.
Did you say lesbian dwarves?
Yeah. Kid knows what's going on.
That's honestly, that's such a mood. That was me looking at the goth kids sitting in a park on a fair, or like a merry-go-round. I was like, man, I want to be one of those lesbian dwarfs.
Those teenagers scare the living shit out of me.
Okay, listen, Bradley.
I heard they could care less as long as someone will bleed.
It's true.
I hate it here. I want to go home.
Fair.
I hate it.
At which point you'll see that the ship itself is getting closer. It breaks off with a process similar to a cell splitting. It turns into smaller rowboats, making their way towards shore.
We're being invaded by lesbian dwarves. They're gonna drink all your booze.
That is the only reason they would come back.
It's all good. I've got a bottle that doesn't run out.
I have a flask.
The child's boat is moving speedily. Larissa, Lucky's a damn good swimmer. He's not coming up for air. It's almost like he's been an off-blue half-sea elf this whole time. Like some fucking Mr. Nimbus bullshit.
But does Lucky control the police?
Are you asking me if Lucky could get the police to fight, fuck, and then flee? Because goddamn
That's a good point.
right,
Yeah, never mind.
At least you're not cobalt blue.
Cobalt, specifically. Cobalt blue.
David's gonna watch this like 6 months from now and be like, fuck you guys. Like,
Guys, I work at the craft store, and I found a bottle of paint once that just said cobalt blue on it, and I sent it to him, and he was like, wow, alright. But I think it was right after his character died.
oh. You should have dropped it on the
So
floor.
I drew
and
like...
then
I drew like two X's and like a tongue sticking out of it.
We're not nice people here. We're okay people, just trying to be better people. That is Arrowknee. We're not a place for good people. We're a place for people trying their best.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yep.
The boat's closer. Lurpo, you're seeing this now. The boat's getting closer to you. This child is rowing for all he's got. The speed does not add up for how fast the boat is moving. It's making a wake. Not akin to what you'd see from a child paddling and then Larissa doggy paddling behind. Jabra! I think he's trying to meet up with his parents.
Oh, I don't know if those are his parents or what, but dude is paddling. Where are you going, little dude?
Far away from here! They're coming back. They're not leaving with him. They're not taking him with them. They're coming back to refuel on booze. These smaller rowboats are now making their way back. They have barrels full of what you can only assume to be spices, drugs, and other accoutrements. The bagpipes continue. The dwarves are now throwing clothing overboard and begin to realize this is also a beach episode. At which point, there are two directions the dwarves will head in. They're grabbing onto the boat with the small child and dragging you, Larissa, with them. One of these wider dwarven women will pick you up, not ask about any sort of prior interactions with anyone, Trixie, and just begin unabashedly hitting on you. I will not do that to you as the DM because here we are. You will, however, be plunked into the boat with a level of strength that only a strong, experienced boat hand would have. What would you like to do?
Ooh, what a tough position you're in there, buddy. Oh,
I don't know.
gosh.
You're stuck between a hard place and some water.
Sounds like a
I
very
would like.
soft
I
place to
mean,
be.
Larissa did find her girlfriend in the middle of an orgy. I feel like it's fine.
There's some Amory here. Polly, perhaps.
We're I'm gonna allow the flirting and just kind of reciprocate, I guess.
It's taken, noted. She asks you where booze is. You hear a
Back in
bubbling beneath the boat.
Whatever that meant. We have booze at the beach.
Boom, boom. A jug is procured. The dwarven lady looks down, sees the hand bringing it up. She looks over to you, looks down, looks over to you again. Hi there, you planning to fuck him?
Him, no.
Makes
No,
one
you're
of us.
good. I'm gonna pull out 2 shots of grannies and hand one over. For until we get there.
She happily accepts both, grabbing one from your hand. Downs. If you choose to resist this, you can.
Yeah, I resist. I want to do a shot.
She's trying to take it from you.
If we're gonna be friends, you're gonna have to learn how to share.
Honey, if we're going to be friends, I need to be buzzed as shit first.
There's more back there. You'll be there in like 2 minutes.
Honey,
and I down the shot.
My mouth is either going to taste like whiskey or pussy, and you get to choose which. Oh, shit.
Porque no los dos.
I down the shot.
You down the shot. Righty then. That interaction aside, Kethra, what are you up to?
Kethra probably has a large pile of seaweed that she's been spearing. And, like, this doesn't belong here, and spears it and, like, throws it up on the beach.
Yeah, you're like successfully cleaning the area, just doing a good deed for a good day's work. Bork, you'll note, has made a point to like walk a little closer towards you. He's still like looking over towards Hrungnir for any sort of emotional prevalence. Hrungnir, you'll note, is a brick wall. Bork is like still talking at him. They're just kind of ideologically different. Bork will look over to you now, Kethra. You stocking seaweed?
Yes.
Why?
It's in the water.
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird. It's like plant that doesn't. I mean, it's in the water.
He's gonna pick some seaweed up, rinse it off in the water, and eat it, and start snacking on it like jerky, just like kind of watching you. That is where it grows.
It grows in the water?
Yeah. You didn't know plants
That's
happened underwater?
She'll like point up the beach, like towards like away from the water, like on land. The plants grow on land.
No, they grow underwater too.
That just seems wrong.
Huh.
How do they get sunlight? How do they get like air?
You know, you can see through the water.
Sort of.
You know how fish can go in the water?
Yep.
Bork thinks it's like that.
I
Actually,
don't see any gills.
yeah, but crabs don't have gills.
Crabs are weird things. They're like in the water, but not in the water.
Yeah, but so is seaweed.
No, this
Turtles
was
don't have
totally in the water.
gills.
Turtles don't have anything. He's yelling out towards you. You're
Okay.
like closer
That's a
towards
little
by the tent. He's like beckoning you forward. Ezra,
Yeah, yeah.
what you think of seaweed? He's eating it in front of you, just kind of hanging out.
What do I think of seaweed?
Yeah,
I think it's great when it's wrapped around some rice.
Bork never thought to have it with rice.
Oh,
Yeah.
why would you eat it like that?
Hey, you can put like some vegetables in the middle, and then you like in the middle of the rice, and you roll it up, and it's like you can fit the whole thing in your mouth, like a snack.
Bork liked that idea a lot.
Yeah. We'll make a sushi date, Bork. Vegetarian sushi date.
That doesn't sound very good.
Somewhere
Would you
off
not
at
eat
sea,
vegetables?
the dwarven child has been plunked around from boat to boat as conversations have grown less than appropriate. You'll note that he is just thrilled to get to meet his heroes. Perry, what are you up to?
Barry's just been drinking this whole time.
Lucky left you. He wanted to help the dwarven child. You'd think he was just kind of bored. He's trying to, like, talk with you in an open manner.
Yeah, Perry's slightly caught off guard by the fact that he was doing that. He's gonna get up and he's gonna go play some beach volleyball.
You'll note there is one person beckoning you forward. Hey, fucker! I don't know how I wound up without a member on my team. And then that fucker, he points over to Ruggy Dug Duggy and the halfling woman who has a lot of tally marks on her. I don't know how that fucker got a partner. I don't know what their shtick is, but you and I need to cream their asses because they've been handing it to me left and right.
Let's do this thing.
Fuck yeah! Athletics check, please. You are currently being asked to serve. We're now at the part of the beach episode where volleyball happens, and we get to see the anime titties bounce for no reason other than the fact that the animators are bored. And
That's a 24. In the background, you hear playing with the boys.
yeah, Tom Cruise somewhere gets an erection while trying to not. It flies up. Ruggy Dug Duggy will now look happily and fly up to meet this volleyball, attempting to spike it. Shitteth, you'll note, looks bored, conjuring a weird plate to hold things. Seems to be a couple of feet wide. It bounces the volleyball up. Hey, you can't use magic! I watched you fly, you pain in my ass. Would you like to use any spells, Perry?
You know, there is one spell that I really love using.
Is it
Hey,
hold
Brad.
person?
Brad,
Oh, it's command.
Yeah.
your presence might be requested in your house.
Can you
I
let
will
someone in
be-
your house?
Just a minute. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
Complex.
Dispel magic.
Nice. I was thinking catapult.
Jesus.
See, the problem is that I'm a cleric.
I'm not.
But would you be catapulting the ball or Ruggy?
The ball off of his face.
so a giant snake shows up on the beach and eats you all whole.
I was going to tell you to pull your pants back up. Oh, he left that quick. He's already gone.
Oh,
Yeah, he literally said that and then left.
I was hoping we would have got a little Jensen cameo there.
mm.
Sorry, I had to relocate to a new room because my neighbors were playing music. Are we on a break?
No,
Yes,
Brad
sort of.
had a package at the front door that he had to go and let in.
Okay.
Armani got herself locked out.
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
And then Nick came in and Cannon told us that a giant snake ate us all.
Yeah, I
So
heard.
everyone's dead.
Oh,
Each
that's a bummer.
episode.
Well,
Each
Brad already
episode.
established that none of this is canon, so.
Until it is.
yeah.
Until one of us does something too perfect.
Yep.
Serp shows up and asks Ezra to run away with him.
Listen, okay, this is barely funny, okay? I get it. It's a good joke. A great one, even. But my heart hurts.
What?
Oh.
This drink's about to be empty. I'll be right back. Sorry, this is a mistake. I shouldn't have shown up here with a half-empty drink.
Certainly not. Terrible.
The
thing.
organization of Arrowknee is real, y'all.
No, it's Monopolis that Ezra's concerned with now.
Ezra's just going to run away and live in Monopolis.
You
Ezra
already have
is,
the verse.
Yeah. Ezra's a little bit torn because
Okay, Natalie Ambrulia.
I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean. But
She
never
did a
mind.
song.
It's
called
the
Torn.
song Torn.
Hardcore torn. Yeah.
Yes, I would love to use command on Ruggy.
What do you say?
Sit.
What's your DC?
15.
He sits flat on his ass, thudding down as he had a fly speed for a few moments. He is now stuck. He will look back towards you and say, "Hey, why don't you go in?" At which point, Shitteth will snap his fingers, and Ruggy grows silent. You're now playing against the silent halfling woman. The ball makes its way back over towards you. Give me an athletics check, please.
16.
16 will see that you are able to volley it back over. The halfling woman looks unenthused as she makes her way over to kick the ball, which is not volleyball approved, but this is anime volleyball. So any part of your body can touch the volleyball, so long as it doesn't touch the ground, because it's anime. Oh, for those of you that didn't know, Arrowknee has been an anime this whole time. That's why everything's so ridiculous. You ever notice how like some people just say the name of the spell they're casting really loud? There's a Robocom on it. It's how it works.
Okay, you can.
Hadouken! Yeah, that's Street Fighter. Did I fucking beat up a car for no reason? The story behind that to me is elaborate, or at least funny. Yeah, they made a hitbox just to track damage, and they were like, "That's fun to play. What if we just made that a minigame for loading screens?" And they did. It's pretty smart.
I'm going to attempt a lovely little spell with my ring for this one called telekinesis. So as soon as I volley it back over, I'm going to use the telekinesis to slam the ball straight down.
You hit it over. Boosh. At which point the halfling disappears with the volleyball. Oh, fuck. Where'd she go?
I don't know. Can you see invisibility?
No. I cannot. In an unrelated thing, I just checked if she was invisible and she's not. You hear a humming sound from up. This is the part of the anime volleyball scene where everybody's power level increases exponentially for no reason, never to be continued throughout any fight in the future. It's a joke. I'm sorry, friends. I'm just laughing at anime's expense.
That's kind of funny. Some Rosario vampire shit.
Brad, we're going to need at least 4 more episodes to power up.
Fucking.
Okay,
oh
so
my
for
God.
this episode, 3 hours of Barry going, what?
And then just because the
hold
animators
on.
felt like taking a day off, it's not colored anymore. Hey.
Just give me a minute. I got an inner monologue thinking about all the things that I could potentially lose if I lose this fight.
All 2 belts. The ball is making its way down. Shidith looks up, looks to you. Should I teleport it 10 feet that way?
Make it 15.
It disappears, reappears, at which point Ruggy is subbed out. Just beneath this ball. Sorry, I keep muting myself because I'm drinking a lot of carbonated beverages and I don't want to burp in your ears. It's making uncomfortable pauses where I don't like them. I don't like dead air here. There's a crack as this happens. Ruggy is disappeared. In his place is a red tiefling, clad in a cowboy hat. He has got a set of shorts. They appear to be like cargo shorts. This is like a Steve Irwin cosplay for him with a cowboy hat. He has reappeared. He's got a dagger on his hip, and happiness is in his eyes as he rockets the volleyball right back up. He looks over to you, Perry, gives you a smile. Hey, what's up?
Oh, beach episode.
Beach episode. This is Red. Beach episode. The ball is flying in the air. It is now rocketing hundreds of feet high because he's a humanoid that's 5 feet tall, and he hit it at an inopportune moment for your team. So it's naturally just gonna go everywhere. So you need to have like an exposition argument over arbitrary philosophies, and then it needs to fall back down at a perfect moment. So what do you got here?
And that's why Lucky is my god.
That's why Lucky's my daddy. He laughs.
Oh, how was dinner, by the way?
Chuckles. I flaked. At which point the ball is now falling. Give me an athletics check.
God, Perry wants to hurt him so bad for hurting. That is a 23.
23.
That tracks, actually.
You, instead of just hitting it, you go full rage, pull a fist down to guard your jaw, and just Mike Tyson punch out. None of that Mr. Dream shit. Mike Tyson punch out, uppercut this ball into infinity. For those of you familiar with, I want to say it's Stephen Lynch, the guy that does all those fake songs. Is it Stephen Lynch?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I fucked up this reference last time I made it on Arrowknee. It was Liam Lynch that I said last time, and it's not the same person. Stephen Lynch, fake songs, hydroplaning into infinity, David Bowie's. This is a very obscure reference. Boom! Perry, you're rocking it into the future. At which point it will never return on this plane. Lurpu, what are you up to? The dwarves have returned to the shore. They're now making their way off. They're carrying barrels of spices and goods. You're now hanging out with the wonderful Hanging Eight Drider. He looks a little confused. Bruh, where does this all go, man?
I don't know.
I don't know either, man.
I gotta get this story back to the volleyball dude.
About what, man?
About your oregano.
They're telling stories about me, man?
He wants to put a story in the paper about you, I think. I don't think he likes you, though, so I could lose the story, Jerry.
Why is he focusing on me, man?
He thinks you're a menace.
The real menace,
And I've
man.
tried to tell him you're a righteous dude.
The real menace is the world crumbling around us, man.
I agree. Lurpu's kind of looking around to see what's crumbling.
How about this, man? You want to do me a favor? I'm good at hiding.
I can do a solid for you, man.
Anything that's bad around here, really bad, like really, really bad, you blame it on me, man. If he wants to make me a menace, at least get him to move people to solve real problems around here, man, like alienation, man. Nobody should be kicked out of the group, man. Everybody's voice matters.
I can't do that to you, Jerry. I can just smash things that are really bad, though.
Nah, dude, you gotta. If you don't, who's gonna?
Oh, I don't know.
Right?
But you could be a hero, bro. You're such a righteous surfer.
I'm not fireproof, man. I can't cast spells. I can't fly. I'm not good with a sword, man. I'm good with a board. This is my only outlet, and nobody can ever follow me out to it, bro. You're the only person that meets me where I stand. I'm a man trapped in a prison of his own talent, separated from everyone he holds dear. Bruh.
Oh, well, if we gotta make you the villain, we'll make you the villain, bro.
Yeah, dude. Don't tell my story. Tell one that makes the world better.
Why are you trying to eat me, Jerry?
Bruh,
That's what I'm gonna tell him, that you tried to eat me.
'Cause I'm evil and I eat babies, bruh. He's lighting a joint while saying this.
Let's get blazed one more time before we make you into the villain.
Hell yeah, bro. You want to hang out on weekends and maybe like discuss story ideas?
Yeah, that sounds totally righteous, Jerry.
Fuck yeah! What are you up to, Ezra?
Oh, what am I up to? Moping isn't very fun for a beach episode, but I feel like that's very in character for me.
Two dwarves have approached you, wondering what's going on. I would assume, and I don't want to shoehorn this in, is Ezra the level of androgynous that I'm imagining?
Oh, extremely.
Okay. The dwarves are picking up on that. They're asking you what's going on, at which point a shuffle of your hips tells them, maybe not my type.
Yeah, pretty much.
You've been approached a few times. They're asking you about spices and where they can find them, specifically the tasty ones, at which point you shuffle a little bit, and they realize that they know where the spices are, and they leave.
Yeah, because as androgynous as I am, I'm wearing very tight leather pants.
Yeah, they're a little thrown off. You're an outie where they're expecting an innie.
Yeah, that's pretty much the vibe that's happening there. Yeah. But flattered nonetheless.
Yeah, there's a, like a based, not for me, based vibe going on. It's not disrespectful, but it's also not wasting your time.
Yeah. Well, that was fun. Flattered.
The dwarven child makes his way over. He seems a little alienated from conversation with the lesbian dwarves that have made their way out. He asks you if he'll ever become a lesbian dwarf.
Ooh. You know? Maybe. It's not impossible. You like women?
Yeah.
You're halfway there, buddy.
I like booze too.
Don't we all?
I thought that was the other half. You're supposed to say. Never mind.
Is there a joke I'm supposed to make here, Brad? You're lining me up for something?
No, he's just keenly aware of what happens on that boat and he wants in.
Don't we all?
Fuck.
Listen, buddy, I'm not sure if the lesbian dwarves are where you want to be, but I'm sure there's a boat somewhere that'll fit all those needs for you.
If it's not a lesbian dwarf boat, I don't want in.
I like you, kid. Maybe in like 15 years there will be a different tent on the beach with different people that are age appropriate for you that you can hang out with.
He reaches out to you and gives a fist bump.
I fist bumped the little dude.
He looks back to you and says, "There weren't 150 years ago. This shit's rare." You're able to pick up on two keen things. He was around 150 years ago. He knows how special this is.
Man, to be around for 150 years and still be a child, that must suck, buddy.
Right? Never get to taste anything. Horny little kid. Not expecting it. He's just trying his best. He's not gonna get any because, well, you know.
He's a child still.
Yeah. And everybody has the sound judgment enough to not do that.
Yeah. That's why I said age-appropriate people. Another time, maybe.
I don't say that because I assume you don't know. I'm saying that for the community, because...
For sure.
Yeah.
I would ask him where his parents are, but we're in Arrowknee. Nobody has any.
You can ask.
Alright, I asked the kid where his parents are.
Oh, they're dead. They were killed by that guy. He points over to Bork. We're cool, too.
Yeah, that would make sense. Alright, well, I think somebody's got popsicles on the other side of the beach. You want popsicle?
No, Pops is scared. Popsicles, yes.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. Yeah. Just go give the kid sugar. Get out of my face.
He runs face first into Kethra, like, not aware that you were there. He's just looking for popsicles, like, thud. You've got a kid, like, in your shin. What?
Hey.
Hey!
He's over there. Point over at Charlie, up Ferry.
Running over to Perry, he's looking for popsicles. He is on a mission. Popsicles!
No popsicles, but I got scotch.
Where?
He'll pour some out for him.
He will reach for the glass and the bottle. Give me an athletics check to retain control of both.
Oh, there is no bottle. This is a flask.
Oh, he's taking that if he can.
That is a 25.
He does not take that. He just takes the glass. He reaches forward and you're reaching back. He's practiced at this. You recognize that Timmy energy where you're like, oh, this child's just a bastard.
Yeah. Kethra looks at Ezra and is like, huh. He usually punches him. Hey, kid,
do you want to make some gold?
Above the table, for note, this is not Timmy. This is a separate dwarven child.
Yes.
One that is obsessed with boats.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Do you want to make some gold? You sure?
Mm-hmm.
You want to get more alcohol?
There you go.
All I need you to do is gather gossip.
I got whatever you need.
I've got whatever you need. He'll pour some more out. And some more. It's a flask of endless scotch, so.
What do you want?
All of the gossip that you can gather. You come meet me every week. I'll take care of you.
You are, in this moment, able to realize this child's probably going to lie to you for whiskey. At which point you realize...
I will verify the information. And if it turns out to be false, then I will stop supplying you.
He's expecting watered-down whiskey. He's also expecting to give you watered-down information.
It will be this good scotch. Every time.
Mm-hmm.
Perry's. I'm at a loss here, Brad. I'm trying to figure out how I can bump this up.
The dwarven child is also trying to figure out how you can bump this up. He's been around a while. His expectations are high. His motivations are slim. He knows he'll outlast you. And he wants to see how you'll entertain him while you're here.
So I heard you like boats.
Mm-hmm.
That's your boat over there?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could probably get you some better tools to build with.
Yeah? I made
Maybe
that
set
out
you up a... Go ahead.
made that out of safety scissors and a small hammer.
To think what we can do with setting you up with a proper woodwork... with a proper workshop and woodworking tools.
To think.
To think what I could do with some wonderful information.
Lucky is now emerging from the water. His hair is like a little over his face. He whips it back. He looks around for just a few moments, puts the aviators on, realizing that you're about to offer the child tools. He gives you, and then you hear in the back of your head, fun fact, if you thought Pops was irresponsible, that child's a fucking menace if you give him even the slightest tool. Don't do it.
You don't want the information he has?
He's a small child that hangs around an orphanage full of people that are misinformed because their leader is blind.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. What happened? What did you do?
Well, you know what? I decided I don't need your information.
He's going to look immediately over towards Lucky.
Hey,
It's my
hey.
ring finger! It's my ring! It's my ring finger! Look at it! Look at it! Kick him out
No,
of the
I was going to tell you that I'm pretty sure Ezra has popsicles.
What? He's going to run over towards Ezra again. He will face plant into you, Ezra. He wants popsicles. No one here has popsicles.
Fuck. I guess I was misinformed. Sorry, little buddy. Maybe
He
they can
leaves.
make you a margarita without the alcohol.
He exits. He's just gonna walk away sad.
I don't have anything to give a kid. All I have is a big pile of drugs.
He
I
gives
love
you,
how nobody asks Shidith to conjure some.
He gives you a full middle finger behind his back. No ring finger, just middle finger.
The kid does?
Yeah.
Fuck. Who can transmute things? Food. Give me. Somebody make a popsicle and give it to this stupid kid.
No.
Why?
I have drugs. I will
Perry
trade
gives
you.
him a high five.
Shidith will reach out towards the high five and then, oh, too cool. You got him. You got his hand. He was not that fast.
Cool, then fuck this kid, I guess.
You got any fruit juice?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Got a glass of fruit juice? Need something to go with this mead.
I'll take the mead.
You got a glass?
Yeah. The volleyball is about to fall over, at which point Shidith reaches up, the volleyball explodes, he walks away. He's done with the game. What do you got?
I got mead. You're
How
the one who
much?
made the flask.
All right. You want to hand it over?
No.
Why?
I'll give you a glass.
All right.
And it'll fill the glass.
Nice.
Clearly more than was in the flask.
Give you to have on you, fucking. And we're good. Fuck.
Got another glass?
I'm gonna head out. He snaps a finger and disappears.
Wait, how are we all getting home?
Bork looks up.
Yeah, Bork is a god. We're fine.
He looks around.
Work, sir.
Are you guys heading home?
Yeah, eventually.
Bork was just gonna leave.
Yeah, I would like a ride home, Bork, if that's okay.
You all want to come with Bork?
Sure.
Lurix is
I
looking
mean,
torn. Just like looking towards like all the lesbian dwarves and then looking back. And clearly doesn't know whether or not to stay.
Above the table, there are not enough hours in the real life day to RP that.
Of course.
We'll just say
Above table, if someone wants to just drag Larissa, it's fine.
you fuck them. They're
Happy
also
birthday.
around.
Right?
You'll note they're hanging around town for a bit after this game.
I will, I guess, try and at least like try to grab Trixie and head back.
Trixie is 2 steps ahead of you in that she has set up a light system. She's casting a few small cantrips to try and flag the dwarves into the tent. You'll hear in Pillow Talk, they came back scared shitless of what they found.
Oh, of course he did.
Runger, what you got?
As far as, am I hearing this as well?
You're just hanging around.
Yeah. No. Yeah. If the dwarven ladies do have anything to say, I do speak dwarvish. I do wear a even in my swim trunks, I've got my belt of dwarven kind on, so I've got my giant beard and persuasion on dwarven persuasion advantage, that type of stuff.
They're panicking. They found a bunch of stuff in space that they are not thrilled to talk about. They're talking under their breath about it.
As did we. Fair enough. No, I would be finding drink where I could, sitting on the beach in the sand, watching the volleyball and the surfers, just kind of taking it all in as a day of healing. Today, nothing gets smashed.
A sandworm climbs up your leg.
Oh, he's hungry. Did Ruggy ever come back? Did Ruggy ever come back?
No.
Where's his hot dog stand?
It's just abandoned. He's playing volleyball. We lost someone. There we are. Okay.
I would walk this thing over to the hot dogs, and since nobody's there attending it, I would put it right on top of the cart.
I demand offerings! Give me the offerings!
Here are your hot dogs. They're yours.
Give me the hot dogs! It grabs the hot dogs and then jumps off of you and recedes into the ground. From the ground, a small mouth opens up. Thank you!
We're gonna come back to this in 75 episodes. There's gonna be a giant sandworm that we're gonna have to fucking.
Yeah, it's gonna grow.
Yeah, you've not taken apart one of these sandworm things. You've never seen what's inside of them. Thank you!
There's more in here when you're ready.
There's more of me that's ready too! How much you got?
How much of what?
Meat, bitch!
How much of you?
Meat! Bitch!
Meat. Jesus. You're gonna. This is a day of reflection and calm. You're gonna make me kill this thing.
This is a day of reflection and calm. You're gonna make me kill this thing. You thought this. Didn't say it.
That's right. You said it was telepathic.
Hey! I want more meat!
Just kind of shovel a couple of the hot dogs onto the ground.
I'm gonna be right back.
How even on a beach episode, we still get consequences and definite later problems. Like, god damn it, Brad.
Lore drops.
I think he was all for it, and then he saw an opportunity, and he's like, "Ooh, baby, can't resist."
Brad would never do that.
He
Sorry,
wants
my-
to give us nice things and then just can't.
My
Yeah,
internet
that's pretty much how it goes.
went all crazy. What just happened in the last exchange with Hrungnir?
Oh, one of that little sandwormy.
The wizards have arrived. We're able to
Fuck off, Nick.
Well, the wizards were having their honeymoon, but I guess we'll be leaving.
No! I know the consequences.
Yeah, I'm feeding hot dogs to that
I was just messing with him
sandwormy
down.
thing. That was it.
Nice.
Yeah, it's giving it an attitude.
Yeah, it's giving me shit, and because I told him I didn't want to kill anything today, so it started mocking me.
Real talk, Larissa might just run away with the lesbian dwarfs, never to be seen again.
That was on the table. I could feel it.
It was.
How could you
it
just
wa-
abandon your girlfriend?
Oh no, I'm taking the girlfriend with me.
Oh,
Duh.
okay. And not give me the satisfaction of murdering you? Awfully
Nope.
rude.
I'm just going to run away into the night, just over the horizon.
Do
I'll
it.
become a posting on the job board.
Do it. No balls. You fucking go for it.
I'm going to teach you a lovely Scottish phrase. The Scottish phrase is "shite bag if you dinna," and it is the one thing that you have to say to someone to make them do it.
I don't know if I can say that out loud. That was a lot of inflection,
Shite bag if you don't.
and I'm very Midwestern.
Shite bag if you dinna basically means you don't have the balls to do something. I dare you.
Shite
And
bag if you
to
don't.
save face, you fucking do it.
Alrighty.
Brad said it like a million times. You gotta do it now.
I know. Yeah, I don't
What?
even know if Brad was here. I was going
No.
to say Brad doesn't know what it is. Brad has sealed Larissa's fate. It's
Yeah,
fine.
what is it?
No, you'll find out. You did this. You will find out.
Give me meat!
Says the voice in the ground, Hrungir.
I would shovel a handful of hot dogs onto the ground and walk away.
You successfully shovel a handful of hot dogs onto the ground and walk away, at which point the mouth rises out of the ground with a small, foot-large head.
Give me more!
You're on your own, kid.
Well,
It's going to rise further out of the ground, making a humanoid sand shape. It's going to follow after you.
kind of fucking hungry!
Oh, I missed that. What was that?
Kind of fucking hungry!
Says he's kind of fucking hungry.
You need to go find something to eat then.
I'll feed it the popsicle kid that flicked me off.
To me.
Just feed the sandworm the fucking kid.
At which point it's going to run its way towards you, Hrungir.
Is anyone else around? Anyone of note?
Not within 20 feet. Bork is ready to fuck off. He's doing that, like, patting his pockets, looking for his keys in his wallet. Proverbially speaking. He's about ready to leave. He looks over towards you to give you the thumbs up. Lucky's about ready to head out.
Yeah, I think we were all ready to head out. All right. Well, I'm going to try and avoid this creature. As far as if he's charging at me, I'm going to try and sidestep.
He's standing up, pulling up the fisticuffs.
Fight me, bitch! I got a stat block!
Out of curiosity, does Kethra notice this?
Yeah.
Zlurpoo?
I've been feeding you all day. Go away.
Nah, I'm hungry.
See? Told ya. Bad things come out of the water.
I'm not for the water. I'm underground, bitch. Fuck you.
It's underground. This is not it. Probably a sandworm capable of generating a humanoid-sized fragment of a thought.
Am I fighting it? Am I rolling initiative?
That is
Have I
what I'm
been-
asking you.
Have I been antagonized enough?
Is the question.
Yes.
Let's see a roll for initiative.
19 on the dice, so that's 21 for me.
Is anyone else going to be involved in this fight?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Alrighty then.
Perry's gonna turn to Red and be like, I have words for you. They'll come later.
I'm sorry. Is everybody fighting? Did everybody say they
Catherine-
wanted to?
Catherine will. And I will
Is
Is there
actually be
anybody
backing
not fighting?
Larissa's not. She's still in the tent. She doesn't know what's going on.
Okay, then I will also not fight. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one.
Sorry, bro. I don't think you need me. You're fine.
The one time I'm ready for combat. Sorry, I came into a beach episode ready for an actual combat. It's gratuitous. This is part of gratuitousness. Sandworm fighting people. Bork, you'll realize at this moment, fucks off. Lucky also fucks off. Bork, you'll note, brings the lesbian dwarves, not in a way to try and go to them or earn their appeasement or appealing views. He's just trying to get people out of here. What I mean by that is the battlefield is empty other than our heroes and this fucky thing. So let's share that screen. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah. And at this point, I would love to know where folks are at. We've got our fun little sandworm and Hrungnir hanging out.
We don't see your screen yet.
Very valid point. Sorry for that. Do you see my screen now?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I got Lurpoo emerging from the ocean, I would assume.
Yep. That works.
Kethra hanging out with Seaweed and Perry getting a tan / playing volleyball. Is this fair?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So roll for initiative. Let's see that initiative roll from anyone interested.
I think they're all posted.
Okay. Alrighty then. We've got... Oh, Nelly. I made this stat block when sober, so let's hope it works. And Ezra and Larissa are out of this one. Bada bing, bada... Okie dokie. Alrighty then. First turn on the initiative will be over to Kethra. What are you up to?
I assume there's like a normal beach. There's is it just sand or is there um, other stuff around?
Normal beach, pretty clear. Like some lazy animators didn't feel like putting wildlife or vernal pools or tide pools onto it.
All right. Kethra will walk over to it as it's charging at Hrungier, and she'll take a swing at it.
Give me a swing.
Do I have advantage?
Flanking, yes.
All right.
I'm really liberal with flanking. I just throw it out. If you're not the engaged person, it's probably flanking. Like, you ever been in a fight with two people? Fucking sucks. It's hard to keep track of them.
Yeah. She got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, we'll see a hit.
It's 13 points.
What type of damage?
Slashing.
Slashing, we'll see a it passes through the sand.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
No. Oh, wait. Sorry. Second attack.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be a 24.
Mm-hmm.
11 points.
11 points. Still slashing.
Yep.
You cleave it
It is magical. I don't know if magic makes any difference or not.
Yes, drastically. What's your total between those two? It was 11, I think, in the beginning.
I thought it was like 14 in the first one and 11 in the second.
Okay. Yeah, damage is done. The magical is like something I did not keep in mind. Yes. You're damaging this thing. You hear a, fuck you! What are we doing? I want meat! Fuck you! That's it. It's just angry Cartman from South Park mixed with Ruggy. It's painful. It wants meat. Anything else?
No.
Alrighty. Turn will go over to Hrungier.
Have we determined that this creature is quote unquote alive? This isn't a construct.
No.
Like, can I make an inference with it wanting meat that it is alive, or is that not? Because I know Carl's other character, the Warforged. I know Warforged Ruggy as.
I would require a. My computer just decided to inspect element by itself. That was fun to watch. I pressed nothing. You all watched that. My hands were just doing nothing, and it just opened inspect element. That was weird. Interesting. Not a lot of. Yeah. Sorry, that's got me paranoid. You'll note Kethra's sword passed sword, right, Kethra? Slashing?
Carl, you're muted. Carl.
I'm going to assume sword. I don't know if Carl's going to the bathroom. He might have just like right after his turn. Fair. It passed right through. You saw no visible organs. That's telling you either elemental or construct.
All right.
Based on what you know of sandworms, construct.
Let's do some damage. All right, I'm going to cast a spell that is going to require a dexterity check, DC 17. I think I'm at a 17 now.
It's a fail.
fail. Oh, that's bad. That's 5 fire.
Mhm.
And 16 radiant from a flame strike.
Some of its limbs are now falling. They're still functioning as though this is a full person, but they're moving as though they're on the ground. Like a mocap suit was capturing someone's movements that are a complete person, but the limbs are being moved all around. This feels like a decent-sized sandworm is controlling a small humanoid to it.
A small humanoid has been absorbed into the sandworm type thing.
Like the sandworm is using a small amount of focus to conjure a humanoid from this ground. I say conjure. It is going back to Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. Spider-Man 3, Sandman. When he's making all that big-ass sand stuff, this is like a small sand humanoid.
He's pulled some sand into himself to create a larger. Got it.
Telekinetic sandworm. If it's making a humanoid with very little focus, could be capable of a lot. You think maybe an encounter that could naturally select someone.
Right on. Yeah, let's see. I guess I would. Yeah, I would end my turn there because I don't think I can. I don't think I can do any commands or charms on this. It's not a person or a thing.
It is going to go over to Lurpu, because Lurpu's turn is up.
All right, I have 60 feet, so I'm going to run right up to this thing.
Fucking get him, brah! Roll your next roll at advantage, please.
Bonus action to rage.
Yep.
And a 16 on my first attack.
That will hit.
All right. And that is going to be 12 magical slashing. And then my second attack, I swing back through. And I get a 28 to hit, so that'll hit. And that'll be 11 magical slashing.
How do you want to do this?
Boy, I wasn't expecting that. I swing through the first attack and I hit him. And on my swing back through, I look at Jerry. I say, "This is for you, bro." And I slash right back through the same area that I hit him before. And cut him down.
At this point, he will disappear. Bada bing, bada boom. Large. Figure rises out of the ground. This looks like something more plant-like. Not a worm. A bleach white head with pink rimming around like what looks to be furrowing ends of a fungal head, and then a green body leading down to white hands and white feet with pink spikes emerging from its knuckles. It rises out of the ground, stretches for a few moments, walks over towards you all.
No. This sounds like some Benny shit. I'm not about this weirdness. No. Okay, comprehend languages, I guess.
Howdy, fuckers! What's going on?
There you go. A minute ago, you were perfectly fine with common.
This is what Izra is hearing. Everyone else is hearing. Yep. Yeah.
A minute ago, you were fine with common.
Okay. He said, howdy, fuckers. I don't know if he understands this. Do you understand me?
Hell yeah, fucker! Howdy, fuckers. You know that cat phrase.
Yeah, I do. I don't like this anymore. I want to go home. What do you want? Why?
My Canada of the beach! That's me!
Who is Howdy Fuck?
Howdy, fuckers is his general vibe towards you all.
Yeah, but who does it represent? Because I don't know the context.
Correct. You don't hear any of this.
Oh, okay. Right.
You're hearing.
So this is a Benny type creature. I'm getting this correct. I'm not misconstruing something.
You're getting Benny vibes conversationally.
Okay.
Verbally, you're getting Shitteth vibes.
Great. Cool.
Shitteth.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah, Howdy Fuckers is a Shitteth thing to say.
Yeah.
You also note he goes to the beach a lot. You've heard of him going into the beach in the past on his days off.
So is this thing mimicking Shitteth?
Potentially.
This thing talks like Shitteth.
Sorry.
He's interrupting you.
Oh no, Larissa didn't hear this was going to be above table. It's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was just going to be the Shitteth fucked the sand, and this is now his kid. It's fine.
I hate that. Go home. Stop talking. I hate you.
You love me really.
You
It's
came to
fine.
my home, fuck around on my sand, and you fuck around with my sandworm friends. Conjure person.
What was that last bit you just said?
You fucked around with my sandworm friends, conjured person, man.
Conjured person.
It made a person, like an unseen servant, but seen.
Okay. I translate to everybody, I guess. Something about fucking around. We messed up some sand's unseen servant.
Fucked around with the sand. You can't fuck with sand. There's a treaty. Like fucking Mr. Nimbus. Can't fuck around with sand.
Perry cast tongues on himself.
Can't fuck around
Thank
with
God.
sand. There's a whole treaty. There's no treaty.
Great, now you get to hear this too.
So you're a Myconid.
I'm a fucking desertion made a cactus.
I
Perry's-
hate it. What did you make, Brad? What did you make?
What did I make?
What did you make? What is this?
I'm figuring out what I've made with. I don't get to RP these characters till these games happen. So we're all.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens. Sometimes you make characters on the spot.
Oh my god.
That's how half of these NPCs came to be. They were
Yep.
either me panicking making a character on the way to a game, or me panicking making a character in the game.
Yep.
So a monster is what you made. You made a monster.
Correct. This is the setting. Thank you.
Perry's gonna
You're like
open
this
up.
Dungeons and Dragons dipshit. Of course I made a monster.
Perry's gonna pull out and open up a book, a very special book, a book on how to
Oh.
eat dirt.
Oh my god.
He will recede into the ground.
Shit, that's all I have to do to threaten these things? I got one of those too.
He's gonna flip through the pages and see if there's anything relevant to this creature specifically.
They're discussing a body of myconid fungi. It seems to be made of a living mycelium. A god beneath your feet. Mightier than all. More massive than any. Able to be digested as a form of worship. And gifted back in the form of feces. This is an infinite food source, able to be strained from the soil beneath you. It will take all, it will give all. It will take any magic item and process it and make sure that it is kept safe in the ground. Through a process outlined also called mycoremediation. Above the table, this is a real scientific thing. You can put radioactive heavy metals into the ground and mycelium will actually dilute it. It's really cool. They figured out, like, at the fungal level how to digest radiation. It's really nifty. It is in the book offering you entire salvation if you so choose to worship it. The all-seeing being beneath your feet.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Lucky.
I've
now.
had this fucking book around in settings for years. Not a damn person's touched it or read it or opened it, and I'm thrilled to be able to do this. This is gratuitous for me too. Sorry, friends.
Fantastic.
I think I need to speak with Bork on this.
It's outlining a mycelium network beneath your feet. You presented the book and the thing that was essentially, if you're a bitch to Lucky, this desertion thing was a bitch to the worm. And the worm said, fuck off, that's scary.
Who has the third copy of this book? Is it Arrow?
There's a lot of copies of this book. It's in a lot of languages.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody reads it. It's in Minneapolis. Everyone has a copy of this book. Because it's scary shit.
I meant out of us.
Out of you guys, I think Arrow. Because Arrow just likes books and never reads them because it's Harrington. And I love that boy, and he does not read.
He's also 5'4". It's canon.
It's true. It's canon. He's 5'4".
I think Tesla has a copy of it as well because he's a book reader.
I don't... Maybe. I remember when Arrow got his because I was in the
Shit.
library with him.
Definitely have a copy of it.
Yeah, I got mine in hell.
I got mine in Minneapolis.
There's a handful in the adventuring circle here.
Yeah. Kind of like a greater god has just been written about and nobody's read about.
Those are the scariest.
I wonder if he knows that Ruggis pisses his pants.
If you're running off O'Doyle rules, yes.
Oil rules.
Thank you, Ben.
Oh god, I got ideas. This may be a way to take Rugus Duggus down a notch.
Correct. At that, we're going to end tonight's game. I hope everyone has a wonderful night. Be safe, be well, be merry, be happy. Keep your glasses full.
Really quick before we finish, because I'm assuming that when we start next game, everyone's going to be back in the dome.
Yeah.
Larissa is going to be absent, as is Trixie.
Fair.
We are going on vacation with some dwarf lesbians because I was forced into it by certain members of this team.
You do have the option
lie
to
and
not
it's
be
slander.
in this. You're not being boxed into this. You can choose not to be if you choose not to be.
She's just fucking with me.
She will probably come back, but she's gonna be. Her and Trixie are gonna have a little break with some dwarven lesbians.
Okay. I just don't want you to feel boxed into a sexual scenario outside of your usual seekings.
Oh no, we're good.
Okay. At that then. Be safe. Be well. Have fun, friends.
Night, people.
Night, everybody.